So how was your meditation last week, Clive?
It's good. It's good. I can, I can vary the time, but it's always afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And even when even when it's late afternoon, it's I can still do it.
Mm-hmm.
it. It's always it's the easiest if you have had a calm period
Mm-hmm.
before
Mm-hmm.
you plan to do it. But you just have to, you just have to do the best you can on any
Right,
given day.
right,
Yeah,
right. Anyway, that's a good, healthy attitude, and being able to do it and be flexible about it and still keep doing it is very much appropriate. And, also still looking at what you're doing periodically and seeing what works and seeing what doesn't work and trying to continue to develop your practice is also very worthwhile. And I think that's what you'll do over the next couple of months.
yeah, yeah. And I like to see some uh, some benefits from uh, kind of the overall benefits just in every way your lifestyle, because
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to get so that I don't react so,
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to be more placid, to be
Mm-hmm.
more philosophical
Mm-hmm.
when you
Peaceful.
have to, yeah,
Peaceful is the word.
or peaceful when you have things to cope with. I mean, I've not had anything that isn't normal, but I still can overreact, and that is
Sure.
something
Sure.
I'd like to stop doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I think you're on a path that helps that. That's already been your experience.
Yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Okay, very good. Now today we're going to start with a short video, and as you had commented on, I keep throwing new stuff at you, and this is the new stuff for today, and it is really just a different way, perhaps, of looking at what we've been doing all along. And what today's session will be on, and what this video is on interoception. And that's a fancy word, but it really is the emerging science of you feeling what's going on in your body.
Mm. Oh,
And
that's interesting.
and so uh, anyway, let us go to the video. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Jenifer Trivelli, and I'm here to offer you a blend of digestible neuroscience and practical tools as they relate to your mind-body connection. What is the mind-body connection, and how does it impact wellness? If you have a few minutes, I'll explain the key features of what neuroscientists have coined our eighth sense, interoception. Interoception is the inner sense of your body. And this includes sensations like hunger and tiredness, and it also relates to emotion awareness and regulation. In my book for kids, to illustrate this concept, I used a quote I've heard many times from people of all ages. I had no idea how much I can actually feel my feelings in my body. Here's an image I often share in trainings with educators that demonstrates emotional awareness in one's body. The warm colors are where people reported a sense of activity, and the cooler colors show a lack of feeling. Now, I have a question for you. Can you point to your brain? Did you point to your head? Scientists and researchers have actually discovered that we have brain cells called neurons throughout our entire bodies. For example, researchers in neurocardiology refer to our hearts as heart brains. They have an estimated 40,000 neurons. Additionally, scientists have located what they call the second brain, located in the gut. This second brain features a whopping 100 million neurons. Interoception relates to a vast range of subjects. We've already talked about emotion and emotion regulation. You might also notice others on here like anxiety disorders, decision making, and empathy. Are any of these on your list to improve for yourself? When I look at this with my educator hat on, there's a lot on here that we could better equip our kids and teens with. Let's talk about how interoception might help. Our sense of our embodied self offers us a vast amount of information that could be called intuition. This self-knowing informs more of your thought processes and decision-making than you might realize. For example, if you feel tension in your gut, regardless of what that root cause might be, that signal is sending an alert cue to the survival areas of your brain, making it more challenging for you to focus and think clearly in work tasks or relationships with people you care about. Have you ever seen the t-shirt phrase, "Forgive me for what I said when I was hungry"? It's kind of like that. Early childhood educators know this well. If there's discomfort in a child's body, they are more likely to behave in ways that are challenging and disruptive in the classroom. For some people, this is all completely new and mind-blowing information. For others, this basic equation of hunger equals brain not working well might seem easy enough to grasp. The key as I see it, especially working with organizations that serve kids or the parents that I meet with in my office, is the emotional context.
All right. Now we are going to do our meditation. And meditation, mindfulness is present moment awareness, paying attention on purpose to the present moment, non-judgmentally, fully receive whatever is experienced and then let it go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, you have to put all those numbers in for England. Yeah, I don't believe I have her phone number. I think I checked that for you last time. Anyway. I know. I know. Yeah. Okay, well, not much new here. I just thought I'd check in and see how you're doing and how those if your pictures are right. Oh. Might not be too.
All right. Now, let me get ready. Here we are. Today, I'm going to talk about interoception, feeling your body. Interoception refers to the representation of your internal states and includes the processes by which you sense, interpret, integrate, and regulate signals from within your body. Interoception helps you feel and understand what's going on inside your body. That's why it's called the eighth sense. Just so you know, the first seven are first the standard five senses of sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch, and then two that are internal, vestibular for movement and balance, like your semicircular canals, and proprioception for body position. With interoception, you know if your heart is beating fast or if you need to breathe more deeply. You're able to tell if you need to use the bathroom. You know if you're hungry, full, hot, cold, thirsty, nauseated, itchy, or ticklish. Interoception plays a major role in regulating emotion and reducing anxiety and depression. I suspect that anxiety reduction is a big part of why mindfulness has been shown to reduce stress and stress hormones. The main pathway for interoception is the vagus nerve. The vagus is the longest nerve of the autonomic nervous system, and it is responsible for such varied tasks as heart rate, swallowing and elimination of food, sweating, and muscle movements in the mouth, including speech. It is the path for internal signals to reach the brain from the body's organ. It is the primary path for interoception. Do you remember when I was introducing mindfulness, how I would say things like, notice the feel of your breath? I was saying this because brain science said body feeling was a way to halt the default network, the monkey mind, and turn on a different brain network, the past positive network, sometimes called the direct experience network. Note that the understanding of brain networks has not yet gotten to the point where they all have been cataloged and named, so the language is not always clear. We have done body scans where you were directed to feel different parts of your body. Well, noticing the feel of your breath and body also activates your interoception. So while your meditation is strengthening the attention circuits in your brain, it is also training your brain in interoception. So this ancient mindfulness technique also trains you in interoception, which is now one of the fastest moving areas in neuroscience and psychology, with academic conferences devoted to it and many new papers published every month. As you train your brain, your neuroplasticity actually rewires the brain to do it better. When I first read about interoception, I realized that this was something that I do pretty much all the time. As an example, when I wash the dishes, I feel my body, notice how it's standing, feel any tension or pain, and move, say, my hips to relieve the tension and to stand in a way that just feels better. Interoception also opens up the pathway for your emotions. This makes it easier to notice, experience, and then to release the emotion. This greatly reduces the emotional load that you otherwise would just carry around. Now, what can you do to practice specifically on interoception? One thing that has been tested and shown to work is the body scan, which focuses on the internal sensations within sequential body areas. Also, I am sure that mindfulness, by paying attention to the feel of your breath within your body, activates your interoception. Another thing is exercise. Exercise can change the nature of the signals that your brain receives. As you get fitter and organs like the heart become more adept at dealing with strain, your body will show a more resilient response to changing circumstances, changes that spill over into your emotional well-being. Exercise also makes you naturally more attentive to the signal from within your body. Paying more attention to the signals, you become healthier in body and mind. So now we're going to have another uh, video, and in line with what we're talking about, the video will be a guided body scan.
To start, find your seat. Sit with your back upright but comfortable, and sit with your hands and arms resting in your lap. Start by taking a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And now close your eyes and bring your attention to your body. Start by noticing your weight on the floor or on the chair. Start to notice any physical sensations in the body. Notice the physical points of contact, such as your butt against the chair, your feet on the floor, your hands in your lap. and just sit with these sensations for a few moments. And now we're going to slowly place our attention at different points on our body. So let's start by placing our attention at the top of the head. When we place our attention on a point, we can picture the attention like a gentle light or ball of light over the point. Or you can simply sit with your attention on that point and see what sensations and thoughts arise. Either way, own the practice and make it work for you. Notice the sensations here, the temperature, the feelings, thoughts. Place your attention here for a few moments. As we do this, place a gentle, open awareness on the point on your body, noticing what comes and goes in your cloud of consciousness non-judgmentally. And now move your attention down to the throat. Notice the sensations here. And move your attention down to the upper chest, noticing any sensations here, aches, feelings, comfort, discomfort, placing your attention just over your heart. And bring your attention down to the solar plexus or middle chest. Notice the sensations, comfort, and discomfort here. Moving down now to the navel, noticing any sensations, maybe the close against the stomach, the rise and fall of breathing, any feelings or thoughts. And finally now, bringing our attention to the feet. let's move our attention back up the body, going through each point again, starting at the feet, to the navel, to the solar plexus, to the chest and heart, to the neck and throat, to the top of the head and forehead. And now for the rest of the practice, go at your own pace, down and up the points of attention, and again, visiting each point with an open awareness. Just going there with curiosity and without judgment, not following any thoughts or feelings with more thinking. Just visit each point and place your attention there for a few moments. And now gently open your eyes. Notice how you feel. Thanks for sitting, and I'll see you next time.
Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Peace,
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 peace.
peace. Very good. Any questions, comments?
No, I will. I'll see you most weeks at Popular Science, at Hot Science, anyway.
Okay, very good. And
And
otherwise, we'll see what happens when you're here in November.
exactly, yeah.
And
Okay.
very good. I've enjoyed having these sessions with you for the last 7 months, and I think you're off to a good start.
Yeah, I'm extremely grateful. I really am. Thanks for devoting your time to this, you know. Mhm.
Okay. Anyway, it's kind of what I can do now, and I'm just happy to do everything I can. Anyway, so namaste, and we'll see you in November and in Hot Science.
Yeah. Mhm.